Hey everyone. Welcome to the behind the scenes look at my Grounded series. Standing right next to me is the star of the show, Tiyana Gavin. Hey Tiyana. It's nice to meet you.
Same here. Crowtoon Productions Incorporated.
So, do you have any questions?
Yes. Why are you making a Grounded series out of me?
Whoa, hey, slow down. I can explain myself. Just please. Calm down.
I'm listening.
Look. Part of the reasons for my Grounded series out of you is nothing personal. Besides, since late 2021, I've seen Grounded videos out of either you or your daughter Stephanie. In a sense, I'm a big fan of you and your family.
Then what exactly do you have against me?
To be honest, I'm neutral about the mother-daughter bond between you and Stephanie.
Wait. Neutral? How?
Well, on one hand, I was really disappointed about all the trouble that Stephanie caused in all the Grounded videos that were made out of her. On the other hand, because I saw Dots's videos featuring your family first, I was under the impression that you've been abusing Stephanie and the rest of your kids a lot.
Are you serious? You think I'm a child abuser?
Yes.
Tell me what makes you think that I'm the bad parent. What did I ever do to my kids that's considered child abuse?
I can answer that, 'cause I got enough evidence to back up Crowtoon Productions Incorporated's claims.
Huh. Who are you?
Oh yeah. That's Crowgirl 22. She's brought her laptop over to show you all the evidence with regard to you, everything you did to your family. Watch it and see for yourself.
Stephanie, shut up and go to bed, you naughty brat.
I really hate you so much, Mom, and someday
I said shut up, that is it. I'm going to shrink you.
No.
Oh no, I'm so teary.
I don't care. Now I'm going to eat you.
No.
Wow. Did I actually do that?
Yeah. And here's the worst part.
Yum. It's so delicious. Crowgirl 22, what video was this excerpt from?
It was the ending of Vittorio the V Honor 2003's video, Stephanie grounds Caillou and gets grounded.
You call what I did in that video child abuse? Why are you against me shrinking and eating Stephanie? She threatened to kill me and said that she hated me, and as mentioned in the title, she grounded Caillou for falling in love with Lenny Loud from the Loud House.
I understand why you did that. And I totally get that our deep hatred towards the Loud House doesn't justify your grounding him, but what you did was wrong too. Not to mention, in my eyes, that was the most disgusting punishment that I've ever seen you give her.
Disgusting? What's that supposed to mean?
The reason why I thought that was the most disgusting punishment I've ever seen you give Stephanie was because I don't support cannibalism, which was what you resorted to.
Cannibalism? You seriously thought that I would resort to committing an act of cannibalism towards my spoiled brat of a daughter?
Come on, Tiyana, what kind of a mother would ever eat her own daughter? No other parent in the world does that.
That's not entirely true. I mean, Boris did the same thing to Caillou in one of Nathan Saturn Boy's Grounded videos out of the ladder.
What video was that?
Giant Caillou. In that video, Boris showed Caillou a recording of himself blowing up Chuck E. Cheese's. Unfortunately, when Boris showed him that video, Caillou got super angry right up to the point of turning into a giant with the intention of stomping his own father into submission. Caillou even destroyed most of Los Meridos in the process while chasing Boris all throughout town. So Boris snuck into a lab to buy a serum to shrink Caillou back to normal. And when they both got arrested for all those crimes, Boris used the same serum to shrink him again. Only this time, to the size of a frog. And like Tiyana did to Stephanie and Stefan in Vittorio the Vinger 2003 and T. Stevenson's respective channels, he ate him. In other words, Tiyana was 10 times the female version of Boris Elena Marquez could ever be because they both shrunk their respective children and tossed them into their mouths.
Did you seriously just compare me to Boris? The biggest child-abusing father in the city?
Don't play innocent with me. You know that's true. And basically my opinion.
Well, you don't have enough evidence to prove that I'm a bad mother.
That wasn't all the evidence we had.
Wait. There's more?
See for yourself.
You're going to eat the leftovers of today's lunch that you poured rat poison all over, and you will eat the entire bowl. If you don't, you'll be grounded for 2 additional months. Eat it up right now. Are you serious? Stephanie poured rat poison on the school cafeteria. Wait a second. Did Stephanie just throw up?
Yup. She did. And what's worse, you had Diesel record her eating all of the leftover poisoned chicken. just like she did to all the other students eating the rest that was served.
We did that in order to give her a taste of her own medicine and teach her a lesson on what happens when she pours rat poison on the school cafeteria food. Besides, she made everyone at the school sick to their stomachs, made the cafeteria man and lunch lady look bad, and got our family into serious debt with the hospital.
In retrospect, I felt sorry for all those students in the video. And at first, I thought that Stephanie's poisonous prank was wrong. But what you did in the end was no better. And it was the second most disgusting thing I've ever seen in any grounded video out of Stephanie overall.
Second most disgusting? Why wasn't that as disgusting as shrinking and eating Stephanie?
Because you were fighting fire with fire, which can sometimes add more to the flame. In this case, you've made Stephanie as sick as she made the other students feel. And just like when you shrunk and ate her, all you did was kill her.
Although technically the rat poison punishment didn't look as deadly as the punishment where you shrunk and ate your kid.
Okay, I admit that I did those things to Stephanie, but that doesn't mean that I'm the only one who tried to kill her. There were other people who made a successful attempt to kill her, like my son Eric for example. Watch and learn.
Hey, what are you doing with my laptop?
Stephanie, how dare you sneak out of the house and help Boris and the troublemakers ruin the 4th of July fireworks. That's it.
You are grounded, 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 grounded for 5, 6, 7, 2, 8, 5, 4, 8, 8, 3, 4, 6, 9, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years.
And for this, I'm going to kill you once and for all.
Eric shot her dead as an extra punishment. The other troublemakers she teamed up with in that video, by the way, were Arthur, DW, Ken, and Little Bill.
Okay, you got me there, but Stephanie didn't deserve to get shot dead by her own brother. He crossed a line that no other non-troublemaker would ever cross. And from what you just showed us, you and Diesel could have gotten arrested along with Eric.
What's that supposed to mean?
Tiyana, neither you nor Diesel tried to stop your son from shooting Stephanie dead. That's called criminal negligence. Not to mention, you both allowed him to kill someone of your own blood.
Then what about this?
Oh my gosh. I nearly got killed in that freaking... Wait, what the heck is this?
God. Don't show us that. Oh, the horror.
We did it, honey. We've killed her.
Disgusting. Ugh.
See? Diesel drove that truck and ran her over.
That only proves that you made the most attempts to kill Stephanie. Even if you and Diesel worked together to severely punish her. And you even gave all your children the most pain in Dogs' channel.
Name one way I did that.
You gave your 3 eldest children a concussion. Especially when you did it to Stephanie and Natalie twice.
Actually, she gave Stephanie 3 concussions. The third time was in one of Carson Animate shorts.
Which short was that?
Stephanie's Handman Mayhem. It took until before Stephanie got the last letter on the board to realize what Tiyana planned to give her once she guessed hit.
Stephanie's always deserved that concussion. I don't care how many times I did it. She even had that coming when she put bullet ants on Lily's chair and began a class argument.
See now, that's where you're wrong. And you paid the price when you first gave Stephanie a concussion in Dots' channel.
Oh yeah? How?
You made a lot of commotion in the video. So much that Caillou, Cody, Daisy, and Emily heard you from across the street. All 3 of Caillou's siblings then helped Stephanie up. And that was the start of the big, bad, Katie, which is you, getting grounded.
Oh. Katie, how freaking dare you give your own daughter a concussion?
Yes. We understand that she's a troublemaker, but that does not mean you have to physically abuse her. That's so it.
You are grounded, 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 grounded. Now go to your room right now before we call our other siblings over to give you a punishment day.
And that gave Daisy, Cody, and Emily the right to defend her? Me giving Stephanie a concussion is none of their business.
You heard what Emily just said. Physically punishing your daughter ain't gonna teach her a lesson for doing something bad. It's only gonna make her angrier at you. And you've proven yourself to the rest of your family to be a complete psychopath, because in a few other videos, you locked your own children up in your own room 4 times.
4 times? When?
The first time was in the sequel to Dots' video where you gave Stephanie a concussion for putting bullet ants on Lily's chair and starting an argument in Mrs. Winter's class. In that video, you locked her, along with Eric and Natalie, up in this very room thinking that it would teach them a lesson for being, as you wrongfully called them, spoiled brats. And when Diesel found you out, all 4 of them grounded you.
Diesel can't ground me. I'm his wife. I'm a grown woman. I'm old enough to make my own decisions. And if I want to discipline my children the way I see fit, then respect my wishes.
Tiyana, there are certain things that you do that the Easel wouldn't agree to. Locking all 3 of your eldest kids up in this very room is one of them. He was especially against you threatening to give Natalie a punishment day unless she told you why she got a D- on her math test.
I don't accept low grades from any of my kids. And Stephanie's procrastinated on her studying and failed most of her tests. That's why I'm being firm with them on their schoolwork.
Really? Then what would Principal Allen say if you did the same thing to the students at Springfield High School?
Crowtoon Productions Incorporated, you have no proof that I'm a bad teacher. And if you've seen me in Animation Sensation 2002's channel, you'd know that I've done a good job at Springfield.
Look at the footage and tell us how good of a teacher you really are.
Hey, what the heck, Rosie? Why were you sleeping in my class?
Because I'm really not in the mood to deal with your Karen-like behavior right now.
That's it. Go to the principal's office right now.
Little do they know, this behavior card day is based on my opinion of the students in this classroom.
Okay, you know very well I did a good job at school. Mom, this is just you being biased.
Stephanie, you get what you get and you don't get upset. Go back to your seat. You are grounded for 3 days.
Hey! What is the meaning of this? I got straight A's this year.
Natalie, you know darn well why you got that card. You shouted at your mother and that is highly disrespectful. Go to the principal's office right freaking now. You are also grounded for 3 months.
Screw you, Mom.
What? What did I do, Mrs. Gavin? What did I do to anger you?
Sarah, how dare you avoid Miss Martin giving you a punishment day? That is extremely disgusting, disrespectful, and worst of all, vile. You are expelled from this school. Go to the principal's office right freaking now. Natalie, you are getting on my nerves. That's it. It's concussion time.
Hey. That is completely out of context.
No.
But Natalie and Sarah shouldn't disrupted my class. You can't be against me on that.
Teachers don't physically assault their own students. And also, Natalie and Sarah disrupted your class for a good reason. You've been treating the majority of the class unfairly.
And just how will that affect my job as a teacher at Springfield?
If you did that to anyone at Springfield, especially Sage and his friends, Principal Allen would fire you. Because he doesn't allow child abuse at his school.
How would you know that?
Because he felt bad for Samantha when he found out that her father, Pierre Webster, forced her own mother to disown her by threatening to shoot Lisa herself in the head with a gun. So after when Samantha was bailed out of jail and reunited with Gerald and their mother, she improved on her behavior and left Tripp's gang. And besides, you would set a very bad example for Sage's crew and the rest of the staff of Springfield if you abused any of the students there overall.
Okay, so tell me, if everything you and Crow Girl 22 are saying is true, then I don't see what the point is of making this grounded series out of me.
My point is, Tiyana, while I understand that Stephanie used to be a bedtime troublemaker up until 2021, that doesn't mean you have to go to the extremes to punish any of your kids. Besides, you go too far with your children most of the time even though you tried your best to refrain from doing so. And you even have a bigger temper than Stephanie herself. Uh-oh. I think I might have made her mad.
No kidding.
Oh? So that's what you think of me? A child abuser with a lot of anger issues? How dare you say that to me? That is it. I'm gonna beat you and your nerdy girlfriend up for that.
Crow Girl 22, we gotta get out of here. She's gonna kill us.
Oh heck no, I'm getting out of here.
You're not going anywhere.
Tiyana, don't. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect her to be this strong.
You can say that again. Now take this.
Uck. Stuck the landing.
What's the matter, bird brain? Are my legs too much to handle? Nice try. But we're in space. And in here, no one can hear you scream.
Oh, really?
Oh, thank goodness. For a second there, I thought I was gonna get crushed to death.
I wouldn't bet on a celebration just yet. When I'm through with her, you're next.
Oh, don't bet on that, sister. Because there's someone right behind me who wants to have a word with you.
That's right, Tiyana.
Now Diesel, honey, I can explain myself. Just please. Give me a chance.
Not another word. You tried to beat up Crow-Toon Productions Incorporated and Co-Girl 22 all because they showed you most of the stuff our kids and I grounded you for, and you helped them prove to you that you're a big-time troublemaker and an even bigger child abuser than I ever was in Broadly Animations 2021 on Roku and the Unders channels. And even worse than I was in AJ Go Animates channel. And for this, I have this to say.
Please, Diesel. I'm begging you. Don't ground me. Don't do it. Please.
Too late. Here it comes. You are so grounded for life. Go to bed.
What a crybaby.
Stop crying and go to sleep. 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 Go to sleep.
You three are so gonna regret this. Even you two lovebirds.
Shut up.
That's more like it.
In part 2 of this segment, Crowgirl 22 and I will be interviewing the Diesel Gavin. See you in the next video, guys. Diesel Gavin, it's nice to meet you. And I appreciate the save back up there in your room.
You're welcome, Crow-Toon Productions Incorporated. Also, I'm sorry about my wife beating you up upstairs. She holds one heck of a grudge against users making grounded videos out of her.
Tell me about it. Crowgirl 22 and I weren't even close enough to finishing up the showcase of all the times she locked any of the kids up anywhere in the house.
You mean like when Tiyana and I locked Stephanie up in her own room before she woke up in Manny Metro Dream Futuristic City 05's channel?
Yes. The other 2 times were in Dots's channel when she locked all 6 of your kids in your own room and in Rokukunda Binger's channel when she locked Stephanie up off screen.
What? Why would Tiyana lock Stephanie up in her own room again but this time in Rokukunda Binger's channel?
Because she got expelled from school for disrespecting Go-To when he was her substitute teacher.
Tiyana, go back to her room.
Fine. But don't expect me to give you the I told you so.
So disrespecting Go-To was the reason why she got expelled from school in that channel.
Yes. Stephanie apparently got expelled because she called Go-To goat brat, went on YouTube during class, got a math question wrong, threw her desk across the classroom, assaulted Go-To, and got framed by Clyde for writing insults about Go-To on a small piece of paper.
And just how do you know that Clyde was the one who wrote that note and not Stephanie?
As Jimmy from the Barbershop franchise would say, clear proof.
Ocular?
Proof obtained by seeing what occurred. In other words, as a viewer of Stephanie's Grounded series, I saw Clyde writing that note and framing her for it with my own eyes.
Yes. And Tiyana, I understand that our daughter got expelled for doing 5 of the 6 things Crow-Toon Productions Incorporated listed, but that's no reason to lock her up.
And neither is threatening to give her a punishment day if she so much as escapes from her room.
What? She threatened to give Stephanie a punishment day if she escaped from her room.
Yup. She did.
Tiyana, Moreira, Gavin, you are out of your mind, threatening to give Stephanie a punishment day in case she escapes from her room. You are a terrible mother/wife. And you even locked all 6 of our children up in our room after when Eric, Stephanie, Natalie and I grounded you for previously locking all 3 of them up in the same room. That's not how we discipline our kids. Now you're grounded for even longer. Go back to your room right now. You full metal jacket style psycho Karen?
Wow, boy, you were really rough on your wife.
What can I say, Crowgirl 22? Whenever Tiyana has a bedtime troublemaker, or, as Diesel would say, a psycho Karen, they ain't exactly close to one another. Not to mention, her entitled behavior puts a strain in their marriage.
How much a strain?
In Carson Animate's channel, because of all the trouble she caused, I filed her for divorce and married a woman named Patty Marshall.
Oh, that much.
So basically, even though Stephanie caused more trouble in all the Grounded videos that were made out of her, her mother's done much worse in her Grounded series.
And even though Stephanie improved on her behavior and learned her lesson from being bad, she gets to watch her too much. Even Dots, little KJ the Beyonder in Carson Animate know that.
And as Dots would say, Tiyana's just pure evil.
Say that again?
Proud.
Did I give you permission to come out of the room, Mad Dog Commando?
Hey. You do not use my military code name in front of those two lovebirds.
Diesel, did she just say, military code name?
Oops. Me and my big bot.
That would explain why she was strong enough to lift me up and throw down into the ground upstairs. She must have done some heavy lifting and trained really hard.
Yeah. And it's time for me to beat you up again.
Uh-oh.
Bye-bye, Birdie.
Tiyana, stop. Don't do this. Put him down.
Yeah, Tiyana, no one has to get hurt here. Please, let's be civil about this.
Yeah! Come on, Tiyana.
Let's talk about it! You wanna talk? Talk to the head!
You know, for a married woman she got a lot of anger issues.
Look out!
Oh no you don't.
Let me go!
I won't. Not until you come down.
Crowtoon Productions Incorporated, how long is it gonna take for Diesel to get Tiyana's temper under control? Because something tells me that he can't hold her down any longer.
This might take a while.
Diesel Gavin You untie me this instant.
No. In fact, for your punishment for assaulting us, you're gonna stay tied up to the couch until your grounding time's up. Now sit still and calm down.
Okay, Diesel. Fine. You win. I know when I'm licked.
Good. Now I'm gonna untie you. But once I do, instead of attacking us, you'll go straight to our room. Deal?
Whatever.
Now go to our room.
I'll get my revenge on the three of you one of these days. Just you wait.
Wow, that's one heck of a grudge.
Told ya.
Gotta agree with the Diesel on this one. Well folks, I think it's time to wrap things up for now. And in part 3, Crowgirl 22 and I will be interviewing Eric Gavin, the eldest child of the Gavin family.
So, you're the new guy in town.
Straight up. The name's Crowtoon Productions Incorporated. And you must be Eric Gavin.
Yeah, by the way, I heard that my mom's ticked off at you because you're making a Grounded series out of her. How did that happen?
We've shown your mother evidence of her abusing you and your younger siblings in .cz, Carson Animate, Vittorio the V-Honor 2003, and Dennis the Brony 22's respective channels.
Does that include locking all 6 of us in our parents' room?
Yes. Pretty much. And your mother didn't take it very well. She even went as far as beating me up and showing us footage of you shooting Stephanie dead with a gun.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, why exactly do you have a problem with me doing that to Stephanie? She teamed up with Boris, Arthur, DW, Little Bill, and Kent to ruin the 4th of July.
Eric, you crossed a line by killing your own sister. Even if she's a troublemaker, she'll always be your little sister.
Yeah! And let's not forget that you became as bad as she was in that video.
But she's been causing all sorts of trouble, even before our mother became a child abuser in .zz's channel. But also, did you just say that my mom beat you up over showing her evidence of all the times she abused me and my siblings?
Of course I did. Apparently she got her strength by undergoing some pretty hectic military training. She punched me in the stomach, lifted me up, and threw me down on the floor.
And as I was running, I told your father what she was doing to him and he grounded her. And even longer for locking Stephanie up again in Roku-kun the Vi Wonders channel.
But why would she do that to Stephanie?
She did that and threatened to give her a punishment day if she escapes our room because she got expelled for disrespecting GoTube and blaming Clyde for writing insults about him.
Was Clyde really the one who wrote insults about GoTube?
Yes. He was. And because of what your mother did in the end of that video, your father extended her grounding time. Then she attacked all three of us because I quoted Dots.
How exactly did you quote ZZ?
I called her pure evil just like Dots did when she forced him to stop making grounded videos out of her and bring back his grounded series out of Stephanie.
And your father had to restrain her by tying her up until she calmed down. But even after all that, she's still aching for revenge. Like in .zz and Carson Animate's channels.
Well, that's my mother for you. I mean, sure, Stephanie caused a lot of trouble in the past. But since our mother started causing trouble even after Stephanie redeemed herself, you're right about her. My mom's crazy.
Crazy?
Uh-oh.
Here we go again.
Stand down.
You don't tell me what to do, mister.
Red, what did I just say?
Keep pointing at me and calling me Red, and I'll beat the seeds out of you.
Back off.
That's enough, sister. Harm one hair on him and your son and you'll have to go through me.
So, you wanna play rough, Gia? Your call.
Oh no, Mom's challenging your girlfriend to a cat fight.
You challenging me, girl? Huh? You wanna fight? Then bring it on, sister. Come on. Queensbury rules. Put him up, you psycho. Oof. Ouch. Oof. Mama. Oh my lord. Her fists are made of iron.
Run for it.
Oh heck no. I'm getting out of here. Diesel, help me. Your wife's trying to kill me, Pro-Tune Productions Incorporated, and your son Eric.
You better get back here, you bad girl, bad girl.
We gotta stop your mother before she prevents Crowgirl 22 from telling your father on her.
Didn't you see my mom punch Crowgirl 22 when they were in this room? She's strong enough to hit just about anyone with Go Animate logic, even with military training just like you said.
That's true, but there is such a thing as beating the odds. And your mother presumably beat the odds during her years of military service. And you and the rest of your family pretty much know your mother better than we do. Now come on. We got a psychopath to stop.
Wait up.
Oh man, I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die.
You will not snitch on me this time.
What's going on here?
Help me, Diesel. Save me.
Crowgirl 22, why are you running like that?
Tiyana's trying to kill me. She interrupted my interview with Pro-Tune Productions Incorporated and Eric while we were in his room.
Oh my goodness.
Aha. There you are, Ladybird. Now it's time to finish you and Pro-Tune Productions Incorporated once and for all.
Not so fast, Tiyana. And for attempting to kill Pro-Tune Productions Incorporated, Crowgirl 22, and Eric, you're grounded for 2 lifetimes. Go back upstairs and go to our room.
I really wish that you two bird brains would stop involving my husband in this whole thing.
If you hadn't assaulted my boyfriend, we would have first involved him during our interview with him, you sick racist.
Crowgirl 22, you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
That was quick thinking.
What can I tell you? She's a smart girl.
In part 4, Pro-Tune Productions Incorporated and I will be interviewing Natalie Gavin. See you later, folks.
Hello, Natalie. It's nice to meet you.
You too. Pro-Tune Productions Incorporated.
Yeah, nice outfit too. You're actually prettier than your mother.
Ah, thanks, Crowgirl 22. You know, Stephanie once told me the same thing. She even told me that I'm a good sister. Nice. And she didn't know what she would do without me. But I actually feel bad about her given the way her mom's been treating her. And I can't believe that she would ever abuse her, me, or any of our other siblings.
To be honest, Natalie, I felt the same way. But what your mother did to you and the rest of your siblings actually did happen in other channels.
So you saw the videos where she abused me?
Yes, we have. And no pretty girl like you deserves to get treated like that. And your mother had no right to punish you for the dumbest reasons she could think of.
Yeah, no kidding. That psycho Karen of a mother of mine has gone completely bonkers. Especially when it comes to users making grounded videos out of her.
Someone wanna tell me what a psycho Karen is?
A psycho Karen is an abusive mother who acts entitled and always threatens to give her children extremely brutal punishments even for something not worth teaching a lesson for.
Is that how you pictured your mother in Dots and Carson Animate's respective channels?
Yeah, pretty much. She's been causing all sorts of trouble in both of those channels as well as inside an animator's channel.
And apparently in Little KJ the Banger's channel too.
You mean that guy who also made a few grounded videos out of me?
Yeah, but he don't cause as much trouble as Stephanie does. My own knowledge of grounded videos out of you is very limited.
When I was that troublemaker in Little KJ the Banger's channel, I first got grounded for getting into a fight at school with Emily, Stephanie, and Lily. Then I got grounded again for teaming up with DW trying to assault Dodo Jr. and Stanford. And finally, I got grounded and arrested for ruining Christmas alongside Little Bill. But that's nothing compared to the stuff my mom did in Little KJ the Banger's channel.
You're right. Because aside from grounding the whole city with Boris, Dora's mom, and DW and Arthur's father, I recently learned that she blew up your house.
Technically I already knew about my mom blowing up our house. Stephanie, our dad, and I had to spend some time at the hotel until we get a new house because of what she did.
Yeah, but that wasn't the only time she blew up any house in general. In Carson Animate's channel, your mother teamed up with Corey's and someone named Dominic Rodriguez to ruin Carson Animate and Neon Cyan Midnight Animator Boy 2K8's birthday party.
Hold on a second. Dominic Rodriguez?
Wait, you know him?
Yeah, Dominic's bad news. He was the very first troublemaker ever created by Carson Animate. And he grounded me and Eric for no reason when we met him. And my dad knows his mom.
Dominic Rodriguez also got grounded multiple times in Carson's very first grounded video out of him, even for blowing up his brother Colton's head.
Dude, that kid's crazy.
God is right. And if my mom teamed up with Dominic and Chris to ruin Carson Animate and the Cyan Midnight Animator by 2K's birthday party, what part did my mom play in this plan?
After when Karis wrecked all the decorations before Dominic smashed the cake with a hammer, your mother placed a bomb by the front door and blew up Carson's house.
And because of all the destruction they caused at that time, your father, along with Dominic's father and Boris, grounded your mother, Dominic, and Corey's respectively.
Now she's gone too far. This is unbelievable. I can't believe she didn't learn her lesson not to blow up anyone's house overall. This is unacceptable. This is an outrage. If I see my mom in here, I'm gonna be really mad.
Whoa, Natalie, calm down. Let's not get too rough here. Look. Your father already grounded your mother for blowing up Carson's house. You don't have to give her a piece of her mind. Besides, she's still in her room because she got grounded for interrupting our previous interviews with Eric and your father.
Say what? She interrupted your interviews with Eric and your dad? How did she do that?
She threw Crow Toon Productions Incorporated down into the ground twice during our interviews with both of your parents, beat him up during the first interview, and beat me up too.
When did my mom beat you up?
During our interview with Eric. Eric called your mother crazy when we talked about the stuff she did in all the channels where she abused you two along with your other siblings.
Honestly though, I don't know how you along with Eric and Stephanie managed to survive the concussion she gave all three of you in this house.
Good Animate logic always helps us recover. But as for my mom, Go Animate logic always made her stronger than us, even with a bunch of really intense military training.
So you know about your mother's years of military service?
Well, to be honest, I kinda saw photos of her serving in the military. Back in the early 2000s, my mom was known as the Mad Dog Commando, the first female soldier of the U.S. Army. And this may sound hard to believe, but during her training, she did a lot of heavy lifting, finished every obstacle course of tasks, and did a lot of push-ups and sit-ups. Unfortunately, her years of military service gave her post-traumatic stress disorder and made it hard for her to raise a family. And to top it all off, between that and Stephanie causing trouble in the past, our mom's gone crazy enough to become a full-blown child abuser. She's become mentally unstable. I just hope though that my mom can reconcile with Stephanie and let go of the past. Because this whole thing where she abuses Stephanie for no reason is really getting out of hand.
Oh? Really?
Mom, you Snoopy explosive loving psychopath. What's the big idea of blowing up Carson Anime's house on the Cyan Midnight Animator by 2K's birthday?
Oh heck no, she gonna fight the mama.
Careful, Natalie. Carson Animate and Neon Cyan Midnight Animator Boy 2K8 share the same birthday. And anyone who's friends with Carson Animate is my enemy.
Now you'll listen here. Just because certain Go animators are friends with Carson Animate, Dots, or Little KJ the Beyonder doesn't mean that you should be enemies with them. You're just taking their grounded videos out of you way too seriously, and your petty grudges against those users are getting extremely old. A thing of the past. Move on.
Never. And don't you dare take that tone with me, young lady. I am your mother and you will treat me with respect, because if you don't, I'm gonna punish you.
Now ladies, let's not do anything rash here.
Me? Do something rash? All I'm gonna do is teach Natalie a lesson for giving me lip.
What are you gonna do to me?
From the looks of it, I'd say she's probably gonna give you a punishment day like she threatened to do in Dogs' channel.
Oh, you bet I am. Time to die, Natalie.
Oh no. I'm telling my daddy. I don't want to die.
You better get back here, you bad girl, bad girl. You're not getting away with your disrespectful tone and calling me crazy.
We gotta save Natalie.
Quickly. Head downstairs.
Hold on, Natalie. We're coming.
Dad, help me. My mom's gonna kill me.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Mom, please leave me alone. Please don't kill me.
Don't tell your father and I won't kill you.
Up again. What's my craziness up to now? Nothing. What's wrong?
My mom's trying to kill me.
Come back here, brat. I'm
Get
not
away
through with
from
you
me.
yet.
Get away from me. Hey! Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Oh, you're so not gonna hurt our daughter, Tiyana. Come back here and leave her alone.
What? Hey!
Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. You're gonna pay.
And just where do you think you're going?
I know what you're trying to do, Diesel. You're trying to ground me for attempting to give Natalie the punishment she rightfully deserves.
You called trying to kill Natalie a punishment that she rightfully deserved. Tiyana, you are out of your mind.
She interrogated me about me blowing up Carson Animate's house and ruining his and Neon Cyan Midnight Animator Boy 2K8's birthday party and demanded me to stop fixating on him.
That's no reason to chase Natalie all around the house and threaten to kill her. And I told you before that blowing up someone's house, even if it's your own, can get you in trouble. And aside from that, I had every right to ground you for blowing up Carson's house as well as our own. And to top it all off, you can't keep fixating on your hatred of him, Dots, and little KJ the Beyonder over all those grounded videos they made out of you. Your petty grudges against all users making grounded videos out of you is getting too old, annoying, and furthermore, completely out of hand. Now go to your room right now and go to bed.
This isn't over, Diesel and Natalie.
Shut up and go to bed now.
Are you okay, Natalie?
Yes, Dad. Thanks for saving me from an extremely brutal punishment day.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You didn't really miss much. I got to my tea just in time before my mom even laid a finger on me.
Can someone explain to me why my wife was chasing Natalie all over the house?
Tiyana threatened to give Natalie a punishment day upon getting interrogated about blowing up Carson's house during his and Neon Cyan Midnight Animator Boy 2K8's birthday.
And also for demanding her to let go of Carson Animate, Dolls, and little KJ the Danger making grounded videos out of her.
And she interrupted my interview with Crowtune Productions Incorporated and Crowgirl22 upon overhearing what I said about her abusing Stephanie in her years of military service.
To be honest, I'm not entirely surprised. This isn't really the first time Natalie's mother tried to punish her for something not worth requiring a punishment. Besides, she did it to her all the time.
Yeah. I saw those videos. Tiyana had no right to punish Natalie for getting a D on her math test in spite of her trying her best to study for it, her most of the questions in it being unrelated to the topic.
And all the stuff Tiyana grounded Natalie for were never really good reasons to do so to begin with. Especially getting voice surgery.
Exactly. I even asked my dad for permission and told him that the princess voice made me sound like a baby. So my mom had no right to ground me for that.
Well, aside from that, Natalie, it was nice to meet you, all things considered.
You too. Cartoon Productions Incorporated and Crowgirl 22.
Well folks, we're just about halfway done with the behind-the-scenes look at Tiyana Gets Grounded. In part 5, we'll be interviewing the 3 youngest siblings of the Gavin family.
Peace out, folks. Hi y'all, this is part 5 of the behind-the-scenes look at Crowtoon Productions Incorporated's Grounded series out of Tiyana Gavin. Sitting on the couch are her 3 youngest kids. Terrence, Elizabeth, and Joseph Gavin.
That's right. We'll be interviewing all 3 of those children at once. Hi kids. How are you 3 today?
We're doing alright, Crowtoon Productions Incorporated.
Thanks for asking.
I agree with Terrence and Elizabeth.
So do any of you 3 have any questions before we get started?
I got a question. Has our mom been causing trouble lately? Because I've been hearing her threatening to beat you, Crowgirl 22, Eric, and Natalie up for a few hours.
To be honest, Terrence, your mother did all that stuff. She wasn't at all happy about me starting a Grounded series out of her and showing her all the stuff she did.
You mean like when our mom grounded me for dancing on my bed and Terrence for making a grounded video out of Rosie?
In Go King Animate 3840's channel, yes.
Terrence and Elizabeth, our mom grounded you 2 for a stupid reason?
Yeah. She did.
Geesh. What nerve. You 2 had it worse than I ever did.
What did she ever do to you?
Like she did with the 2 of you, she turned me into a girl and later shaved my head in Carson Animate's channel. And in .zz's channel, she placed my voice in Eric's body.
You too? She turned me into a boy in Carson Animate's channel and she placed my voice in Olivia's body and Stephanie's voice in my body in .zz's channel.
And she even turned me into a girl in Carson Animate's channel and placed my voice in Octavia's body and Olivia's voice in my body in .zz's channel.
Wow. You 3 must have been really humiliated.
Oh, you bet we were. And earlier this year, our mom locked all 3 of us up in our parents' room along with Eric, Stephanie, and Natalie.
Well, on the bright side, Stephanie used a spare doorknob to free all 6 of you before she ran over to ground your mother.
Yeah, but that doesn't make up for the fact that our mom caused more trouble than what she did to the 3 of us. For instance, when she overheard our dad telling me that someone throwing a chair at him was the most painful moment of his life, she did the same thing to David the Viander 09.
I saw that video. Your mother thought she would seek revenge on Tom and Caillou. Yes, Rosie, no, by doing that for having your father force her to watch David's Get Ungrounded trivia. Although Carson Animate called your father about it afterwards and they never grounded her for 110 years for the vindictive antic.
Well, let's not forget the fact that all 3 of us, Eric, Stephanie, Natalie, and our dad grounded our mom together because she crashed her car into trains of the DMV area's house.
Huh. I knew she caused a lot more trouble in Carson Animate's channel than in Dot and Little KJ the Dinger's respective channels, but I wasn't sure how well aware you 3 were.
Trust us. We were.
And if our mom eavesdrops on all 3 of us again like she did with me and our dad in Carson's channel, I'm gonna get our father over here and have him send her back upstairs.
Who's gonna have who do what to me when now, huh?
Oh heck no, not again.
Uh-oh.
Mom, what did I just say about eavesdropping on?
Don't give me that attitude, young man. Terrence, I was eavesdropping on you and your father so I could think of a way to get revenge on Tom and Caillou. Yes, Rosie, no.
You know, Tiyana, you really ought to be ashamed of yourself for that.
Yeah. And even though it's too late for me to say this, you wouldn't want to hurt those 3. They're just kids.
Don't be naive, bird brain. It doesn't matter what you say about those 3 brats. They've been as disobedient to me as their older siblings could ever be. Grounding me just like the others, and for threatening to get their father over here to send me back to our room, I'm gonna shut all 3 of them up for good.
Ha! We'd like to see you try.
Don't make us sell that on you, Mom.
You wanna have a go at us? Then let's go. Bring it on, Psycho Karen.
Why those little... Get back here, you little brats.
Hold her down. Don't move a muscle.
Let me go!
If you harm one hair on those 3 kids, I swear in the name of all that is holy that I'm gonna pluck your feathers as an extra punishment.
Whoa, hold it, Crowgirl 22. Don't even think about killing her. Diesel will be furious at you if you do that.
I'm gonna pluck your feathers if you don't get your hands off of me, you punishment-hating scumbags.
Oh no, you're not. You will not lay one hand on Crow-Toon Productions Incorporated, Crow Girl 22, or any of our 3 youngest kids. Now come with me.
Wait. What are you doing?
I'm taking you to our room so that you can stay there and not hurt our kids.
What do you think I'll do next? To be continued on the behind the scenes look at Tiyana gets
I said shut up. Tiyana, I'm warning you.
And big, bad Tiyana's been crushed, baby.
And we're nearing the end of the behind the scenes look at Tiyana gets grounded. And in the conclusion, we'll be interviewing Stephanie Gavin.
See you in the next video, folks. Peace out.
This is truly an honor, Stephanie. I've waited so long for this moment, though the circumstances prove less than ideal.
Same here, Crow-Toon Productions Incorporated. You know, I had no idea that you were a fan of me and my family when you started watching videos centering around us back in 2021. And I gotta say, you're much better than that stalker, Benjamin Mark from Kali the Animation Boy 2K6's channel. That boy's super creepy and really jealous of my boyfriend Michael.
Tell me about it. The Benjamin guy's been going to get over you for who knows how long. Honestly though, I don't know why he likes you so much.
Stephanie, is it? About this, Benjamin, how much a crush does he have on you?
Trust me. He's extremely obsessed with me in the most psychotic way. He even sent Michael Dale a bunch of death threats and made a love potion to make me fall in love with him.
Yeah. I tried to warn you not to drink that potion, but you drank it anyways. But if it wasn't for Caillou, Michael Dale would have lost you to Benjamin forever.
Well, that's a relief. Anyway, I heard that you planned to make a grounded series out of my mom, and I gotta say, she totally deserves it. That psycho Karen of a mother of mine has been abusing me ever since I started causing trouble when I was a little girl.
Hold it. Just a minute there. Stephanie, I'm not just making a grounded series out of your mom because she's a child abuser. I'm doing it because I'm neutral about the bond between the two of you.
Neutral? How?
Your troublemaking antics in all the grounded videos that were ever made out of you have been an even bigger thorn in your mother's side than in that of your father's. That's the reason why your mother's been abusing you so much.
What? Why are you blaming me for this? I haven't been causing trouble since 2021.
Stephanie, you challenged Yo Mama's authority for years before you redeemed yourself. But even then, she's been acting like Boris.
What did Boris do that's similar to the punishments my mom gave me?
Remember when you grounded Caillou for falling in love with Lenny Loud and Vittorio the Vianer 2003's channel?
That was in September 2018. And I got 4 punishments for that: swearing at both my parents, wishing they and Derek were dead, throwing a tantrum, and threatening to kill my mom. And the death threat I gave my mom drove her to shrink me by using Go Animate logic and eat me.
Oh, disgusting.
Wait. You found that disgusting? Why?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way, Stephanie, but I don't support cannibalism.
Let me get this straight. Are you two trying to tell me that, like my mom, Boris resorted to cannibalism?
Believe it or not, Boris did the same thing to Caillou in Nathan Saturn Boy's video, Giant Caillou.
Who's Nathan Saturn Boy? And why did Boris shrink and eat Caillou?
When Boris recorded himself blowing up Chuck E. Cheese's and showed the video to Caillou, Caillou got mad enough to turn into a giant and attempted to step on him.
And in the process, Caillou destroyed most of Los Meridos and went on a rampage. So Boris bought a serum from a lab to shrink him back to his normal size.
But when Boris and Caillou got arrested for blowing up Chuck E. Cheese's and destroying most of the city respectively, Boris used the serum to shrink him again. And just like your mother did to you and Stefan, Boris tossed Caillou into his mouth.
Okay, first of all, I may not have gotten along with Caillou in the past, but even I know that he didn't deserve to get eaten. I can totally sympathize with that. But second of all, did you just say that my mom shrunk and ate Stefan too?
Yup. Your mother ate Stefan in T. Stevenson's video where he grounded said user for no reason. And he did the same things you did in Vittorio the Vianer 2003's channel too. But instead of sending him to the BND of Doom logo like your parents did to you, they forced him to listen to Marissa Oliva singing as a punishment for calling them stupid.
Ugh. That lucky brat of a brother of mine. He got off more easily than I ever did. But I can't help but feel sorry for him because even he didn't deserve to get eaten. But also, what else did Boris do besides shrinking and eating Caillou?
In T-Bone Animate's channel, Boris attempted to ground Rosie for getting a low grade in her science test even though she wasn't the only one who didn't do well after doing her best.
You mean like when my mom attempted to punish Natalie for getting a D- on her math test even though she tried her best and studied for it?
Yes, and just like what happened between Natalie and your parents, Doris defended Rosie, who called Boris a psycho-grounding father. And that triggered Boris to become something called a teeth guy and threatened to give both Doris and Rosie an extremely brutal punishment day containing more than 100 punishments.
And when Caillou noticed him chasing Doris and Rosie through the living room, he followed them to the kitchen and used animate logic to turn Boris back to normal.
That's the sort of thing I did to my mom in .zz's channel. And I even grounded her for trying to punish Natalie for getting a low grade on her math test and calling her a psycho.
Technically Natalie called your mother a psycho Karen, but yeah, same thing.
Yeah. We always use that term for my mom. And I'm sure Natalie told you what she meant by psycho Karen. But did Boris do anything else that's similar to what my mom did to us as a troublemaker?
Just like your mother did in Go King Animate 3840's channel, Boris went on a grounding spree and grounded all of his kids, including Caillou, for a stupid reason such as waking up. And like she did to you, Eric, and Natalie in Dots's channel, Boris gave all of his children a concussion in the video editor Guy 6579's channel.
Now that's just messed up.
So basically your mother and Boris are similar to each other in every way. They're both child abusers, they both turn into teeth people, and they're both psychopaths.
So that's what you all think of me? A psychopath?
Mom, what do you think you're doing in my room? This is none of your business.
How many times does she have to barge into whichever room we're at?
None of my business. You're clearly saying mean things about me behind my back and you're telling me to stay out of this.
Yes. And if you've been spying on me this whole time, I'm gonna tell my dad on you.
Don't you say another word. Comprender, Stephanie?
No, Mom, don't look at me that way.
I said, be quiet.
Tiyana, don't you think you're taking this whole thing a little too far?
Shut your mouth. Stephanie's had this coming for a long time now.
You know what, Mom? You're out of your mind. If you're planning to punish me for saying what's true about you, you've got another thing coming.
Oh, so you're challenging me? Huh. You're threatening me? How dare you? That is it. You're gonna get an extremely brutal punishment day containing more than 2,000 punishments.
Mom, you can't always threaten any of us with a punishment day. It's getting extremely old, way out of line, and more importantly, a thing of the past. Now stop while you're ahead.
Crow-Toon Productions Incorporated, are things always like this between Stephanie and her mother?
As far as I could tell, this whole thing between Stephanie and her mother happens entirely too often. They've been at each other's throats for years and never reconciled. Uh-oh. It looks like Stephanie made her even angrier.
Hey Crow-Toon Productions Incorporated, you wanna see a trick?
I'm not liking where this is going. Stephanie, what's your mother planning?
Crow-Toon Productions Incorporated, look out. My mom's gonna assault us both in 2 different angles.
Can she do that?
Oh yes, I can. And when I'm through with you, Stephanie, and Crow Girl 22, my bratty daughter will be grounded forever.
Everyone run for your lives. She's gonna kill us all.
Oh, you 3 are not gonna get away with calling me a psycho Karen. Come back here, you cowards.
Oh Lord, I don't wanna die. Please help me, man. In the name of all that is holy, please do not let me and my boyfriend get brutally assaulted by a madwoman.
Is Crow Girl 22 praying?
Not just praying. She's hyperventilating. Your mother's traumatizing her.
Please, 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 please. Hey, let me go. Get off me.
My little
Get her
sitting
off.
duck.
Oh no.
Tiyana Moreira Gaven, get the seize maniac. Let go of my girlfriend this instant.
Take one step and I'll break her neck.
Don't you dare.
Somebody please help me. Tiyana's gonna kill me.
Please. Tiyana, don't do this. Spare Crow Girl 22. Take me instead.
What? Are you insane? She's gonna kill us all.
I'd rather sacrifice myself than let anyone in this household get hurt.
You are so gullible. This isn't just about you. This is about my family and all the users that inspired you to make a grounded series out of me. And the death of you and your girlfriend will ensure the end of Dog ZZ's legacy.
I don't think so.
Oh. This isn't over, Crowtoon Productions Incorporated and Stephanie. Revenge will be mine.
Yeah, not on your life, sister.
Now. You showed her.
Well, you saved my life. So I thought I'd return the favor.
Hey guys, what's going on up here?
Dad, my mom interrupted my interview with Crowtoon Productions Incorporated and Crowgirl 22. Then she tried to kill all three of us.
Changing to Simon voice in 3, 2, 1.
Tiyana, how dare you interrupt all of Crowtoon Productions Incorporated and Crowgirl 22's interviews with me and all of our children, threaten to kill all of us, and beat the creator up. You've gone too far this time. I have had just about enough of you. You're grounded until your grounded series begins. Go to our room right now. And stay in there, you psycho Karen little wife.
This isn't over yet, Crowtoon Productions Incorporated and Crowgirl 22. I'll have my revenge on you and the rest of my family. Just you wait.
No offense Diesel, but the Simon voice, it doesn't really match your personality.
What's wrong with that?
Well, in all honesty, as far as I know, you're an American-born citizen. And so is the rest of your family. But otherwise, that should teach Tiyana a lesson from messing with any of us.
Some offense taken because my parents are Norwegian, but you're welcome.
So Stephanie, I hope you learned a lesson from all of this.
To be honest, I've learned my lesson a long time ago.
I was referring to the here and now, but the lesson is that actions have consequences. And if you can learn that lesson, then so can your mother.
That's not completely true, but I hope Tiyana actually just learned her lesson.
Well folks, this just about wraps up the behind-the-scenes look at my series, Tiyana Gets Grounded. For those of you who haven't seen all 6 parts, be sure to check them out.
And be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe if you like this video and the previous 5 videos.
And be sure to keep an eye out for any of Tiyana's trouble.
The first episode of Tiyana Gets Grounded will be coming out soon. So stay tuned folks.
Enjoy the show ladies and gentlemen. This is Crowtoon Productions Incorporated.
And this is Crowgirl 22, signing off. Peace out folks.
Over now. Well Stephanie, all things considered, it was nice to meet you and the rest of your family.
You too, Crowtoon Productions Incorporated and Crowgirl 22.
Well, we'll be going now.